Now, as so often, there is a package that can help you with a certain functionality. In this case, if you search for Flutter Image Picker, you'll find the Image Picker package, which is a package, so a library, you can use in your code to help users pick images, either through the camera or by using the existing photos on a device. Now, if you visit the site of this image picker library, you will learn more about it. For example, regarding the installation, because as it turns out, for some libraries, especially for all those libraries that use certain native device features, you often have to go through extra configuration and setup steps to make sure that they work. Though we'll do this together in the next steps, first we have to install it by running this command here. So back here in the project, I'll run flutter pub add image_picker. This will install this package into this project. But now, as mentioned, in order to use it, you have to go through some extra steps which are mentioned here under installation. And definitely check out these instructions when you're following along on your own machine, because sometimes some aspects of this installation process can change, and you should therefore always revisit those instructions to make sure that this package works as intended on your system and in your project as well. Now here we, for example, learn that for iOS, we should add the following keys to the info plist file, which can be found in this location here. These 3 keys here in the end. So that's what I'll do. Back in my project, I'll search for this plist file, which I find in the iOS folder, which you might not have if you're following along on Windows. You might have it, but it might also not be there. But if you're on Windows or Linux, you can't build for iOS anyways. So in that case, you could, of course, skip those instructions. But here, I'll dive into this iOS folder. And then there, as we learn, into the runner folder, there we should find the info plist file. Here it is. And in that file, we can set up various key value pairs, which in the end configure this iOS app. And here we should make sure that we add these 3 keys with some descriptions. In the end, the descriptions we add here will show up on the screen if this library here becomes active. For example, the NS camera usage description would be the text that is shown to the user in an automatically created pop-up that opens up asking for permission to use the camera right before the camera opens. So these are in the end description texts that will ask the user for permission for certain features, certain device features that are being used by this package here. So I'll start with the NS photo library usage description. And I don't have that key yet, so therefore I will add it here. Inside of this dict, we add a new key by typing key like this between angle brackets, and then also a closing key element, which has an angle bracket, / and then key. And then there, we paste in NS photo library usage description, and then we have a string element here, between which we pass the text that will be shown to the user. Pick your favorite place image. Something like this. Again, keep in mind this will be shown to the user when they're asked for permission. So when they're asked to grant your app permission to use the image picker or the device camera or something like this. Speaking of the device camera, that's the next key I want to add here. So we add this NS camera usage description key, and then here the text is maybe the same. Or maybe take your favorite place image. And then also the NS microphone usage description, though theoretically that should only be needed if you intend to use this library for recording videos, which is also a feature it supports. But here, nonetheless, I will add it with that same text as before. And with that, we adjusted the info plist. So that was iOS. Now for Android, as you learn here, there is no extra configuration required. The plugin should work out of the box, which of course is great. And therefore with that, we're ready to go and we can use this library. Now, of course, feel free to take a look at the official README here to learn more about what you can do with this library and how it may be configured. There is way more you can do with it than we're doing with it here in this course, of course.